Alright everybody, so I'm just setting up right now, sending off all the notifications across the amazing social media superhighway, so hopefully we should be getting started very, very shortly. How's everybody's day going? Is your Friday going pretty good? Hopefully it's going good. I know mine is. Just trying to get everything set up. Running a little late today, but we are good. We are looking good. We should be starting in just a moment. Hopefully there will be no technical difficulties this time, but you know that's usually how it goes. Let's see. Finishing up sharing, so it'll be just one moment. Thank you for bearing with me. All right, sorry about that, guys. I was just posting to Instagram stories. I wanted to get a post on. I didn't want to bore you guys with me trying to take an Instagram story. How's everybody's day going? Hello, Kathleen. Hello, Felicia. Thank you guys for coming. Yeah, let me know. Let me know when you guys come. Whenever you guys come into the chat, just post in there, say hello, wave. Let me know where you guys are coming from too. That's always great for me to hear. I'm just working to get set up right now, so I do apologize. You'll probably see me going through all my stuff to get everything set up. So I do apologize for that, guys. Let's see. Let's see if we got the iPad Pro going. Great, the iPad Pro is going. Great. So it looks like we're getting ready to get started. I'm just going through now and finishing up, sending out all of the announcements that I am going live right now. Those are always fun. Oh, and evidently my dog's having fun too. Today's actually my little Bailey's birthday. Come here, Bale. Come on. Okay, there you go. This is this guy's 4th birthday today. Say hi, Bailey. Yep, 4th birthday. All right, I won't make you be in front of the camera. He actually hates being on camera. He seriously somehow knows that he's on camera, so that's always funny. All right, last one. I can't believe that this is my 7th time going live on YouTube. This is so cool for me. I hope it's cool for all of you guys as well. Let's see. Just checking the stream health to make sure that we're good. We seem to be good. Let me close out on some things so that we can make sure that we are golden. Pause Dropbox. Close out anything that is not necessary. Okay, great. All right, so to give you guys an idea of what we're doing today, we are going to be going over, we're going to be doing the giveaway, the Creative South giveaway. That's going to be announced at noon. I have my MailChimp list all pulled up. There's still some coming in. I've seen a couple come in the last little bit. So we're going to announce that, or excuse me, I'm going to announce the winner. And then I'm also going to choose 3 runner-ups just in case that winner cannot make it to Creative South. But we should have that chosen shortly. And then we're also going to be working. I'm going to be working and talking to you guys on this here. This is actually a project for one of my clients. She was so gracious to allow this to be shared across the live stream with you guys. So really cool to be able to work on this and share it with you guys. So that's really cool. And of course, as always, I'm also going to be fielding questions, and I'm also going to be talking about some of the new things that are going on or that I'm working on at the moment. But hello everybody. Thank you Felicia, Kathleen, for the birthdays for Bailey. And happy belated birthday, Felicia. Yeah, like I thought I missed his birthday, and then I got a calendar reminder earlier this week saying Bailey's birthday is Friday, and I'm like, oh crap. But yeah, so it's gonna be a fun time today on the live stream. I have like a lot of cool things that are coming up. I'm actually almost completely booked up on freelance work for the rest of the upcoming month, which is really exciting. And so I might talk about a couple of those projects. I'm also working on a lot of fun side projects, which are really cool. And also I'm announcing here, I announced it yesterday on my Instagram live stream that I'm doing, but for the last like couple of months, I've been doing AMAs, Ask Me Anythings, on Instagram stories. And now I've started to do them on Twitter and things like that. And so I've got all of these questions here that I've received over the last few months. And I decided what I'm going to start doing with these is I'm going to start putting out almost daily little videos where I go through and answer one of these questions. Just to keep putting out some great content that you guys hopefully will enjoy and love. And so those will be coming out probably starting maybe next week if I find the time. And they'll probably be slow at first, maybe 1 or 2 a week, and then more will be released as we go along. I wish I had more water with me. Unfortunately, I don't, so I apologize. But yeah. So also, I just want to let you guys know once again that we have the Creative South giveaway today. If you guys have not signed up for it, you can still sign up by going to www.rockyrourke.com/CS18 and signing up for my mailing list through that link if you have not already signed up for my mailing list. So far, there are my entire mailing list has over 480 people, and so you have a 1 in 480 chance of being the winner. And then also, as always, guys, remember to follow me at Rocky Rourke on Instagram, Twitter, Dribble. I'm pretty much at Rocky Rourke everywhere. Let's see. Helen, the rules for the giveaway are very simple. There really aren't many rules. It's just that in order to be eligible for the giveaway, you have to be on my mailing list. If the winner cannot make it to Creative South this year, the pass will go to the runner-up, and we'll keep on going until someone can actually go. Because I realized that this is a very short notice giveaway. I should have probably done this sooner, but I had some friends I had a friend who was going to get the pass. She had to cancel, unfortunately, at the last minute, and so I decided that I would give it away to someone here. Also, let's see, what else? What other rules are there for it? If you are a runner-up or you are the winner and you guys unfortunately cannot make it to Creative South, I will be sending out special gifts, sticker packs, and certain things like, let's see, what do we got here? Let's see, we got patches from Super Team Deluxe. We have buttons from Inch by Inch. I've got a lot of little giveaways. I'm actually right now, this time next week, I will have a new hat that I'm getting made. I'm getting made 20 of them, and I might have a couple of those to give away as well to maybe the runner-ups. Depending on where you guys are, because it is hard to do it for international, but definitely domestic, that might be an option. Hey Kyle, how's it going? Kyle, are you going to Creative South? I can't remember if you're going. All right, so enough with the chit chat. Thank you guys. There's 14 of you watching the live stream right now. This is amazing for me to see that many people already in the live stream. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it on my end, like housekeeping wise. But yeah, I always want to let you guys know, if you guys have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to ask them in the chat. I'm going to also be saving people's questions, hopefully, if I can remember to do that. But please, by all means, let me know if you guys have any questions whatsoever. I am always looking to answer questions, and it also helps to make these live streams more interesting. Let's see. Oh, and here's a question. Helen asks, I noticed that you have some tattoos. Did you design any of them? Have you ever thought of tattoo art? I have never, I will never and have never designed my own tattoos. As an artist, I critique my work all the time. Even some of my favorite artwork, I never, ever, I never create my own stuff. But just to quickly show you guys, let's see. I got this one right here. This was my first tattoo that I got when I first moved to California. It's a tattoo I wanted for like 3 or 4 years prior. This was another one, of course, the mom tattoo, or excuse me, mother. I should have got mom because I never call my mom mother. I've got this one here. This is one of my favorites. This is Winners Never Quit. And it's basically like I had a very, very rough life growing up. And so this is like my way of commemorating, all the struggles that I've gone through and the fact that I never quit, I never gave up. And so like originally this was a print, and then I had my tattoo artist add in the scroll here and this phrase, and then she added her own little rose. Similar types of roses like what you see here. And then this one here, for those of you who know Nick Slater, this is actually a Nick Slater tattoo design. Work Till You're Dead. This is like, I got this is my last tattoo. I only have 4, and I got this for my birthday, my 26th birthday, as a present for myself. And I sent Nick Slater a photo of the tattoo, and he was like, please tell me that's fake. Please don't tell me that you put that on there. And I was like, yep, it is permanently on my body. I will get more tattoos in the future, probably, most likely, but since you guys ask, I don't really talk too much about my tattoos, so I figured I would talk about it. Let's see. Hey, A Foreman. Let's see. All right, but yeah, so we're going to get started. If you guys want to, please, by all means, leave comments in the chat. I'm going to be talking randomly throughout this whole process. But yeah, just let's get cracking. So I can't really talk too much about this project, what it is exactly. I can just tell you that this is going to be probably one of my favorite projects that I've worked on. I hope that everybody likes these when they are finished. I can probably tell you this, that they are superheroes in a way. Or not in a way, they are superheroes. So that's a little bit that I can tell you guys about it. I apologize if I don't answer right away to your questions. If you guys ask any questions, it's because I'm looking down at the iPad Pro, and I will try to answer when I can. Let's see. Kyle, the hats are actually being done by my girlfriend's cousin. He is making them. He works at a embroidery shop, and so he's actually going to be making them. I just sent them off actually to him uh, today. I sent the actual design that's going to be going on them. I'm doing something different. It's not going to be like my Slaptastic hat. It's actually going to be patches on the hat, so that's going to be really cool. And I'm going to be driving all the way up to pick them up. So about like, I don't know, 3 hours. 3 hours to go pick them up next weekend. Just in time for Creative South. Oh, actually, I messed up there. Glad I saw that now. Yes, Kyle. This is the Adobe Illustrator Draw mobile app. This is probably one of my favorite apps that I use now. Of course, you guys know I am a huge fan of Adobe, and so I pretty much just use Adobe apps. I know people are always asking me, hey, would you ever use Procreate or anything like that? And the answer is no. I've used Procreate. I'm not a fan of it. I don't even remember if I still have it on my iPad Pro, actually. I actually find that it's best to not let things be too perfect. It's actually the imperfections that really make these illustrations pop out a lot more to me. Just a little sideboard. Let's see, Helen. What is the cheapest way to start with print, like stickers and pins? Where to order them if you can't make them yourself, but also don't have a lot of money to invest in them? I'm gonna have to say that always the best thing is for you to go through like Sticker Mule. They're my favorite, my go-to for all of my stickers and like buttons and things like that. So like for instance. I just got these buttons made for Creative South. I have buttons similar to these already made from Sticker Mule. The big difference, and I don't know if you guys will be able to see it very well. Oops. Focus. It's not going to focus. On the edges of these buttons, I have my website and my social media tag. And so these were, I think, for like 200 or 100? 100 of them, maybe. This was probably like $50, which is pretty good for those size buttons, which they're 1.5 inches. Stickers are always going to be a lot more expensive. So I would definitely suggest that you save up money in order to get those. And you never, for me, like, I would say this. I would say never skimp on quality. Sticker Mule is by far the best quality stickers out there. Way better than most other companies. Like, I know that, for instance, Jack Prince is a big sponsor of Creative South, but I've never been a big fan of their stickers. In fact, I've actually had bad experiences with their stickers. I haven't gotten them made myself, but I've purchased stickers from people, and they've actually gone and faded out. Like, I'll put them on my car or something like that, and they'll fade out in like a month's time. Whereas Sticker Mule, their stickers will stay relatively pretty good for out in like direct sunlight for like 3 years. So that's really cool. And by the way, I'm not a paid spokesman of Sticker Mule. I've actually tried to, but they never really offer anything. Hey, Jer Henning, how are you doing? Welcome back to the live stream. It's always so cool to see so many familiar faces, or excuse me, avatars, jumping into the live stream. And for those of you just joining and wondering what I am doing, I'm actually working on a freelance project right now. I had a lot of other projects that came up this week, and so I wasn't able to spend as much time on this one. And so I wanted to spend some time working on this with you guys. And luckily the client approved it. And so here we are. Helen, with like packaging and everything like that, I'm gonna tell you this right now. The best thing to do is go simple. Never try and go like full, all out like what I actually did. So I made a huge mistake when I started Slaptastic. The original here, let me switch back to my webcam so you guys can see. The original packaging for Slaptastic was this here. This was the original packaging for Slaptastic. This was screen printed on French paper, and they would come to me like this. So in these sheets like this, already scored, so it's easy to fold and everything. The biggest problem with this was 2,000 pieces of this would cost how much? Like $700+. And I would waste so much money on packaging like this. Now, what I go and get is, let's see, I have packaging like this. So these plastic sleeves here, I spent, I want to say like $200 on 20,000. Or no, not even $200, like $120 on 200,000 or 20,000 of these plastic sleeves. And then these insert cards here, they cost for a run of about $350 each month, because they're custom. They normally have the artist's name and their avatar on the inside. These usually run for like 350 or 300 to 400 of these. I want to say anywhere from $60 to $80. So a huge difference than the 2,000 pieces for like $700-800. So the best thing to do is to try and find a cheaper option for packaging, or even just not have packaging at all. You don't have to really have packaging, especially when you're starting off. The best thing to do is go as cheap as possible and as minimal as possible. Let's see. Oh, hey, All Indian Medium. I actually think I forgot to send out your sticker pack. I think it's going to be going out tomorrow, so I do apologize for that. Let's see. This is the 12.9 inch iPad Pro. Thank you. Yep, I'm gonna try and go out and actually get him like a little cupcake or something like that. Really spoil him today. He doesn't need any more toys or anything like that, so that's not gonna happen. But you know what? Let's undo that. I'm really hoping that Apple does come out with a bigger iPad Pro. Like honestly, I would love to have a 15 or 17-inch model. I would probably literally go out and buy it as soon as they announce it. Because I would love to have a bigger iPad Pro. But I think that the 13 inches is definitely perfect, at least for now. Okay, so let me ask, where is everyone located? I see we have 19 people in here, and I would love to hear where everybody is coming from. I think I know what the problem is. Yep, there we go. To answer your question, the sketches don't take much room at all on the iPad Pro because of the fact that they are, if you have Creative Cloud, they're uploaded directly to that, I believe. And so they don't take much space up at all. I'm not even close to running out of space, and I've not deleted a single sketch that I've made. So, like, I have the base model in size that they offer for the iPad Pro. So I don't even know how much space I have on here, but I've never come close to running out because literally I use this primarily just for doing these types of like illustrations. I don't really have many apps on here, and I definitely don't have any music or anything like that. Oh, cool, Kathleen. Normally in Germany. I am a huge German national soccer team fan, and I cannot wait for the World Cup where they're going to dominate again. I still remember watching the World Cup last time and seeing Germany just like win it all. I was just like, yes. In fact, like up until like maybe a year or so ago, watching soccer was the only sport I could actually watch and be entertained. Now I can actually watch baseball and be a little bit entertained, like, but only like when I'm actually at a game. Even though I'm from the South, I do not like football. I don't like football at all. American football, I should say. You guys should definitely check out Circworks Art Labs. He like, I love his like green jacket that he has in his videos. It's so good. Okay, this is coming along pretty nicely. We might actually go beyond just doing the line work today. I will say this. Unfortunately, this today I do have a hard stop of when I need to stop the live streaming because I do have a meeting at 1 p.m. Pacific time, so I will have to stop at a certain point just so I can make sure that I'm ready for that. Ah, the Yucatan. I actually want to make it out there at some point. I've always wanted to look at all the ruins and things like that. Huge history buff here. Oh wow, it's midnight over there. Woo! Thank you for being up so late. All right, it's looking good. The one thing I wish that you could do in Illustrator Draw is like mess with the fidelity of the correction, because sometimes it's a bit too much. Just like how in Adobe Illustrator you can actually mess with the fidelity of how much the brushes correct themselves. Next week I actually have next Friday I am going to be having a gallery showing at a local brewery put on by one of my clients. If you guys follow me on Instagram, they're the clients with all of the cool flat illustrations with the blue and orange. All the like geeky type illustrations. That was like the best way I could describe it. All right. I'm really excited for everyone who signed up for Slaptastic to get their stickers. The actual stickers themselves arrived earlier this week. And then I should be shipping them out next week. Whoops. Oh, awesome. Yeah, like I've been in a couple of like small gallery shows, but this one's like exclusively for my work, which is really cool. And there's gonna be like reporters there and things like that because they're wanting to have a real good like PR event for the convention that's being put on that the illustrations are for. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're going to duplicate this. Grab our eraser. Erase all of that. So what we're doing here is I just duplicated the layer of this arm to help save some time. And all we're going to do is take this and we're going to transform it and flip it. And we're going to try and rotate it. Right about there, I think works. This is like a trick that I try and do whenever I'm, excuse me, whenever I'm doing my the arms, just because it can be a bit tricky. Excuse me. Yeah, like I need to try and do that, Kyle, having some sort of music in the background. I need to ask Dina Rodriguez where she gets her music from. Because I was going to try and have some music playing through my HomePod, but then I was like, well, they might mute the recording, and so that wouldn't be good. So I decided to just no music this time around. I know that this time there's a lot less talking, so I do apologize for that. These types of illustrations take a little bit more take a little bit more concentration. There we go. Yeah, the reason why you guys can hear the birds is because I actually have my patio door open on my in my studio. Hopefully they're not too loud for you. Okay, looks like we need to possibly rotate this a bit more. There we go. And this character is going to have a nice thick border going around all of her all the like edges. So if there's a little imperfections here and there, that's okay. What's my musical taste when I am drawing, illustrating, designing? It really ranges. It depends on the type of mood. So, for instance, if I'm trying to get like a bunch of stuff done at once, I will actually listen to a Backstreet Boys playlist on Pandora. I know that sounds so dorky and stupid and crazy, but that helps me get a lot of stuff done very, very quickly. Alright, she's looking good. We're going to do some of the makeup stuff here on this bandana around her mouth later, or this like cloth around her mouth when we actually get into the grayscale stuff. But yeah, like I listen to a wide variety of different things depending on what type of mood I'm in or what I'm trying to get done. So it really ranges. Sometimes I'll even just listen to podcasts or audiobooks, things like that. All right, let's see if we can. Okay, so we need to line this up. That looks good. Let's see. Who are my favorite artists? So when it comes to like artists as in like painters and things like that, I love more modern art than more modern and contemporary art. So for instance, like I love Andy Warhol, Pablo Picasso, Toulouse-Lautrec, Jackson Pollock. I love his biopic movie. So freaking good. Who else do I like? Trying to think. Van Gogh, of course. Everybody loves Van Gogh. It was really cool. I got to see Starry Night at the MoMA in New York, and that was really, really cool. Contemporary, I love Keith Haring. He is definitely one of my all time favorite contemporary artists. Jean-Michel Basquiat is also a really good one. I think like I can't think of names off the top of my head. Like I can think of Barry McGee and who else? Barry McGee and like Shepard Fairey. Love Shepard Fairey's work. There's a really cool documentary called what is it called? One second, let me see, because I have it on my iTunes. Beautiful Losers. That one is a really good one. It has a lot of great contemporary artists, and I would definitely suggest you guys check it out. They are. I would definitely would say that it would be a dream to meet Shepard Fairey for me. He's actually from. He was born and raised close to where I was born and raised, so that's really cool. He was born in South Carolina, and I was born in Georgia. And there might even be a chance I might be able to meet him sometime soon, so that might be really, really cool if that does happen. I gotta pull some strings. Let's see. Oh, hey, Shauna. I feel like I have seen Loving Vincent, um, and I have seen the documentary Shauna. It's a really good one. Um, my favorite thing in pop culture with Vincent Van Gogh, if you guys have not checked it out, uh, I, I feel like I still am, but I'm not nearly as much anymore. I used to be a very, very big fan of Doctor Who, and there's an episode where they actually go and meet Vincent Van Gogh, and I think it's like one of the uh, best things ever shown on TV when it comes to art and artists. So I would definitely suggest you guys check it out if you guys can. By the way, you guys are also hearing when it comes to the birds and everything. There's actually like 5 nests throughout the area behind me, or excuse me, outside, where there are young little birds. Oh, I need to undo that because that's too close. I think if we do one right about here, that should be good. Sorry, talking to myself. Hey, Shauna, how's the Twitch streaming going? Are you still doing that? And then we'll do a final one right there. Okay. Let's see how this looks. Alright, so we'll get all those over, so we need 3 in between on this side, and then we should be okay. This is always like the nerve-wracking part, trying to do things like this here. That's cool, Shauna. Oh, that's so cool, Kyle. Hey, Robin. Glad you were able to make it. Thanks, Kyle. I try not to post too much in there because I felt like at one point I was just posting as like promotions for things I was doing, and I was like, you know what, that's not right to keep doing that, and because like I feel like nowadays I'm so busy that I don't have time to be as active in the Slack channel because I'm on like I think a dozen different Slack channels as it is. So I feel bad because I miss being in the Slack channel for Creative South. But, oh, in fact, in less than 10 minutes, I'm going to be selecting a winner for the free pass to Creative South. So who out there in the Slack, or not Slack channel, in the chat, uh, is hoping to hear they won? you know, I just did all this work and I'm not liking how this looks, so we're actually going to redo this. I'm a stickler for detail, and the detail just wasn't working. But I think I have an idea. So Shauna, one thing I would suggest with your Twitch stream is to actually do it frequently, because you never know, that could lead to work. I actually just had a couple of proposals come through, or a couple of inquiries come through this week, and two of them said that they watched recordings of my live streams, and they actually were really excited to possibly have to work together and to have the work featured on the live stream. So I feel like spending a lot of time on this is perfectly fine, because this is going to help you if you do live streams like this, or if you go on like Instagram Live or Instagram Stories or whatever it is. It's only going to help boost your inquiries, and it's not going to hurt you. Anything that you do to help increase your personal brand is going to help you out tenfold in the future. So, like, for instance, like when I first started making my YouTube videos, you know, there really wasn't like any idea of like, oh, I'm gonna make a ton of money on these YouTube videos or whatever like that. Like, even before they removed the monetization for so many people, including myself, I wasn't really making any money. I think in a year I made $40 on YouTube. Lost my train of thought. On YouTube AdSense stuff, and so I eventually just was like, you know what? I'm not gonna have AdSense on my stuff anyway, because I wanted everyone to just enjoy things for free. And those videos led to me being on Adobe Live. Those videos led to a bunch of client work. And so I feel like if you actually spent more time doing them, more time building your personal brand and everything like that, things could actually work out even better for you, and you'll get a lot more clients. Because building your personal brand is going to be your number one thing to getting a whole lot more work. Welcome, Jimmy D. Rock. Hey, Mecca. Mecca is actually the client for this project. Yeah, Kyle. Like I just haven't. I haven't had the time to really devote to being out in the Slack channel. Um, Maybe it's something that when it comes time for after this year's Creative South, maybe I'll try and be more active on there. But like I said, I'm on like close to a dozen different Slack channels for clients, but also for other things as well. I'm a part of this really cool Slack channel. It's very exclusive, and it's really cool because it's all freelancers. And there's only really a few of us in there, and we help each other out, giving each other advice, and things like that. Like, for instance, we have Brad Woodard in there, which is really cool. A few people I know who have been friends for a couple of years invited me, so that was really cool. Okay, we're looking good. There we go. That feels better. All right, Kyle. Thanks for joining us. We're actually going to be choosing the winner of the Creative South Pass in less than 5 minutes, everybody. Woo! And the sound you just heard was actually me just opening a Perrier. All right. So I think we're looking good here. Now we just have to do the floating rocks. Let's actually merge these down so now they're all on the same layer. Let's bring back the sketch. And we'll create another layer for the actual rock itself. And by the way, everybody, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask away in the chat. I'm always happy to answer questions, and yeah. That actually reminds me, I need to go through the chat after this to write, to copy and paste any questions that come through. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to draw the rocks because we'll do the weird, like, spacey, wavy stuff in color. There we go. We're looking good. All right, so the next step for this will be to actually create all the fills for this character. Actually, we have one more thing I just noticed I forgot to add, so I'll quick add that now. But after this, like, the only things we have left with this character, whoops, my easel thingy tilted. Is then we're going to go and do the fill in the color, or excuse me, the grayscale. And then we'll do the shading, and then we'll do the actual color itself. I think that looks good. We'll go ahead and, whoops, not duplicate. Merge down. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to switch back to my webcam. And it is time to start the choosing process for the free pass to Creative South. You know, it'd be really, really, really cool if the person that we choose is actually in here right now. That would be really cool. All right, and so just to let everyone know, if the person who is chosen is not, cannot make it to Creative South, already has a pass, then the free pass will be then given down to a runner-up. And just in case we have people who cannot make it, because I know how close it is to Creative South, we will be choosing, I will be choosing about 5 runner-ups, maybe even more, just in case. And I'll go down the list until we find someone that can get this free pass. But each person will be emailed, and they will be notified to say that they won the pass, and they'll have 24 hours in order to claim their prize. So what we're going to do is, I've got a spreadsheet. Let me make sure. I'm going to go into here and make sure that I don't need to create another spreadsheet. Okay, this should be good. All right, so I have a spreadsheet here, and we have a total of 480 subscribers. And I'm going to find, I know there was one. Let's see. So, number randomizer. Okay, this is really cool. All right. So I've got a number randomizer up on my screen, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the number randomizer, and then I'm going to hit it 5 times, And on the fifth time through, that will be the number of the winner of the Creative South Pass. So we're going to do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the winner is number 186. All right, there's no name associated with this, which means that this person actually signed up a long time ago. It looks like at the beginning of this year, actually. So this is actually not someone who signed up specifically for this pass, so that's really cool. So I have the first person here chosen. I can't say a name because I don't have one, unfortunately. But I'm going to put winner in my notes, and this person will be notified. It looks like her name might be Katie. All right, and then I'm gonna choose the runner-ups. No, Joseph, the winner does not have to be present in the chats. The winner will be notified via email, as well as the runner-ups will be notified as well. If the winner cannot attend Creative South, then it will go down to the next runner-up, and so on and so forth until the winner has been chosen completely. So I'm going to choose a few more as for runner-ups. Let's see, we have Martin David. He is runner-up number 1. Chris Hylton is runner-up number 2. Let's see. Having to scroll through all these things here. Let's see, we have Rhett Whithay. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Runner-up number 3. Sorry guys, I know this is a little bit boring, me choosing the runner-ups. Let's see, another email where we don't have a name, but that's okay. And then finally, the last one. Is Christian Flores. All right, so we have a winner and then 5 runner-ups. Each one of these runner-ups will receive a sticker pack or some other free giveaway gift, even if they don't get the actual pass. But I'm gonna go ahead and notify the winner today, and she will, I believe it's a she, will be given the offer of a free pass to Creative South. If she cannot make it, then the next person and the next person and the next person will be chosen. But yeah, so I know that was kind of like anticlimactic for you guys. I think, let's see. I think I'm going to do a quick giveaway in the chat for everybody who's in the chat right now. I'm going to say... Let's open up. Let's see. I'm trying to pick out a good giveaway for this. Okay, I'll choose later because it's actually kind of hard to choose a giveaway winner, or giveaway prize. All right, so the winner of this giveaway will receive a sticker pack, a pin, or a button pack. I'm trying to think of a good way. All right, let's see. So this is a fun little thing. Come here, kid. Come here. Come here. So as I said earlier today, this is Bailey's birthday. So I am going to ask a question based around this furry guy here who does not like being on camera and is like, get me down. Why am I up here? For those of you who follow me on Instagram and things like that, you might remember this question, or you might remember the answer to this question. Bailey here has a favorite toy. This toy is an animal. The question is, and the first person to get this correctly will win the giveaway. But the question is, the dog is not the present. What animal is Bailey's favorite toy? What animal is Bailey's favorite toy? The first person to guess right will win a free gift, a free giveaway gift, whether it's a sticker pack, pins, or buttons, or something along those lines. But the question is, what is Bailey's favorite animal toy? Based on an animal, first person to get it correctly wins the giveaway. So go. Let's see. I'm interested to see like how quickly it will take for someone to guess this correctly. Hey, Thomas. They're telling you happy birthday, little boy. All right. Let's see how many people answer, and let's see if someone gets it correctly. Not a squirrel, not a frog, not a pig. I'm going to limit people to 3 guesses. You guys are limited to 3 guesses. You're actually close, Joseph and Stan. His second favorite toy is actually a duck, but it's not a duck. That's his second favorite toy. I can actually tell him the name, like the types of animals and everything. Oh, we actually have a winner. Shiraz wins. The answer is lion. His favorite toy is a lion. In fact, it's right down here. This thing needs to be washed and actually repaired, but this is his favorite toy. We got this for him over 2 years ago, and before that, all of his toys were always ripped up to shreds. This was the first toy that he ever got that he did not rip up. And he's actually looking and wagging his tail like, what are you doing with my toy? That is my toy. Give me my toy. There you go. There you go, birthday boy. Shiraz, definitely send me a DM on Instagram. I know that you follow me and everything, so send me a DM. Make sure you get me the correct address. I know you sent me 2 addresses, and I just want to make sure I sent it to the correct one. You will receive the sticker pack that I promised you beforehand. You will also receive a free sticker pack for next month, the Kaiju sticker packs. Once we get those sticker packs made and everything, you will receive a free kaiju sticker pack. I think that'll be a good giveaway. Oh, did you bring your lion here? Yeah, he brought his lion to me again. He's like, I want my lion to be here with you. All right, yeah. So that was very fun. It's always fun to do these little giveaways. So let me ask you guys this: does anyone have any other questions? Because I think we're good for another like maybe 15, 20 minutes. But if you guys have any questions or anything like that, please feel free to ask away. I'm always interested in helping you guys out while I'm doing stuff like this. So I'm gonna switch back to my iPad Pro, but you guys know that you guys can still ask questions. It's always fun when there's loud vehicles going by on the street. Okay, so I'm gonna switch back to the iPad Pro. Whoops. Alright, so I'm going to go through and actually, we're probably not going to get started yet on doing the fill because I actually need to go through and add a nice little border around this character. And it's probably going to take a little bit just because it's kind of intricate. So Mecca, if you're still in the stream, how are you liking the character so far? Mecca is actually the client for this project. I know it's really cool to be able to share stuff like this with the clients, and they get to see, you know, the actual illustrations being created, and then they also get to see like everybody's reactions to the work as well. So that's always really cool. I believe I saw earlier, I think there was a question or statement before I did the little giveaway. Let's see. I just want to make sure that I answer anything. So Nancy Liz says, Rocky, you have two styles, it seems, one with lines and one without lines. Is this correct? There's actually more styles than that I do. I'm very open to working in multiple different styles. But yes, there's two main styles. The main one is flat vector illustrations. And then we have this like cartoon line work style, like what I'm creating in right now. So these are the two styles I work in a lot. But I also do what I call a straight line work style, which is like a combination of this mixed with the flat illustrations. I just did a project where I did more of like perspective 3D-esque isometric illustrations, and it's something I might be interested in doing again. It's very time consuming and aggravating, but I am open to that. So I do a lot of different styles, and I feel like in order for you to be a successful illustrator, you have to be comfortable in jumping into multiple styles. You can't just work in one style exclusively. Because clients will need more than just that one style. Let's see. Possibly, Thomas. I actually don't do a lot of typography based work simply because it's not my strongest suit. I really wish I was better at it. I'm actually attempting to learn a little bit more about lettering, trying to push myself to be better at it, but it is something that I'm not a lettering artist. Someone like Dina Rodriguez or Shauna Lynn, who was in here earlier, I don't know if she still is. Nancy, favorite type of client project? Honestly, like, I love most projects. I think, though, probably one of my favorites is definitely working on projects for animation, where I create vector illustrated storyboards. Those are probably my favorite. But yeah, like, other than that, I do love doing these types of character illustrations. They're always a lot of fun for me. So they are definitely one of my favorites. So Stan Peters, I would definitely suggest that you get a textured screen protector. Uh, you should not be paying a ton of money for it. I know that there are some screen protectors out there that cost, 30, 40 bucks. There's actually, if you go onto Amazon, there is a screen protector by, I want to say it's called like iCarz, ICAREZ. I would definitely look for that. It's a textured screen protector. And it's definitely the best by far. It is. I've had the same screen protector on my iPad now for over a year, and I have no problems with it. The only downside is that it does create a little bit of noise on the screen. Um, so it's nothing like as you work on the iPad and everything, you get used to it. So it's nothing that's like too detrimental. Yeah, Shauna, lettering is a beast. I give all the props to you guys for being able to do that. I wish like one of the things that holds me back from doing a lot of branding projects is that I'm not good at lettering. And so a lot of times if I do branding projects that involve custom lettering and things like that, I'll have to use more of a typeface than actually hand doing it. Like I huge props to Shauna, to Bob Ewing, one of the co-founders of Inch by Inch. Like I wish I could do the stuff that you guys do. So literally all the props to you on that. It's so amazing to watch you guys work, and I wish that I had that much talent when it comes to lettering. So Nate, next week, during next week's live stream, I will be doing a portfolio review. This week I didn't do it just because I wanted to give enough time for Mecca's project here, as well as I wanted to give enough time for the giveaway as well. But next week I will be doing another portfolio review, um, and you can submit the stuff that you've been working on there, and I can give you some feedback on it. I would do it today. The only problem is in about 40 minutes I have a meeting with a potential client, and so I won't have enough time to go through and look at everybody's portfolios. So I do apologize for that. Yeah, Sean, it shows too. It shows like how much like work and dedication you've put into it. Like whenever I attempt to do little lettering stuff here and there, I don't put a lot of work into it. Like I'll try some things out. Like right now, I'm actually on a badge kick. I've been doing a lot of trying to do some badges. Like I just did a badge for my personal brand, and that badge is actually going to be made into a patch and put onto hats, which I will have some at Creative South. So Shauna, if you definitely see me, see if there I might have a hat for you. I don't know if you like hats, but I might have one for you. Um, but I think like I don't feel like everyone has to know how to do lettering, because for one, like I would not want to take any work that should go to someone like you, Shauna, who should be getting more freelance lettering work. And in fact, I would love to talk to you at Creative South and see if I can't help you figure out some ways of increasing your freelance business, because there honestly like there's no reason why you shouldn't be getting more work than I'm getting. So I definitely want to help you out on that effect, and hopefully maybe you can even give me some tips on lettering. So, Ben, I would say that you should definitely go for, if you're doing freelance work and you're finding you're getting a lot of work that needs you to use a tablet, uh, invest in an iPad Pro. It's probably going to be your best investment you make for your freelancing business, um, or even your career in general. I think that because I've used Wacom, like I was a huge fanboy for Wacom. Um, the biggest downside for me though with them is just the fact that they the tablets are too bulky. I honestly I feel like they're overpriced, and there's too many freaking wires. There's way too many wires on a Wacom Cintiq. And if you get an iPad Pro, which if you get 13-inch model, it costs almost pretty close to the same amount as a 13-inch Cintiq would. It's more mobile. You can bring it with you anywhere. And so that's a huge plus for me. And honestly, the only wire you have is your charging wire. That's it. Which you still, like, if you're using AstroPad to mirror your desktop onto your iPad, it's best to always have it plugged into the computer. So I would definitely suggest the iPad Pro. Get a textured screen protector, like I mentioned earlier, for like $10, and you're set. So someone, it's actually funny because someone asked me about personal branding during the Instagram live yesterday, which I'm gonna have another one today. And I have a little bit of a logo. Like I have my Bob, my blue Cyclops guy. He's my personal logo. And then of course I also have like I have little bits of branding stuff here and there. I just created a series of badges, one of which is going to be made into a patch for my hats, like I mentioned. But I don't have like a solid, like cohesive, like visual brand. Yes, like iPad Pro is definitely, it's one of the best options out there. Um, when it comes to like limitations with the iPad Pro, honestly, there's not really that much. The only thing I can think of is like I wish, like I said earlier, that they came out with a bigger model. I would buy it in a heartbeat. Like I wouldn't even care how much it costs. Like I would buy it instantly. I feel like the only challenges I have is just like when you're mirroring the iPad Pro onto using your like mirroring your desktop onto the iPad Pro. There are some like latency issues, meaning that it is a bit harder for certain things to for uh, for you to like. There's like a little bit of like pixelization here and there, but that just means like you need to if you're gonna be mirroring a lot, you need to pick up AstroPad Pro or Studio. Sorry. Let me see. Ben, have I ever considered mentoring? Yes, I have. It's actually something I am debating right now, having some sort of like mentorship program over the summer, taking on a few mentorees and helping them out. I'm also doing workshops and webinars. Starting the next workshop webinar is going to be probably next month or in May. And I'll be doing a lot more based on freelancing, illustration, drawing, and even software too. So I'm going to be doing a lot more things beyond just the live streams. So those will be coming. All right, she is looking really, really good. There's still going to be. I think I'll add some more detail. I think there's some more detail that might need to be made, but we'll go ahead and get started on some of the other stuff first. I think there's going to be about 10 more minutes left of this live stream. So if you guys have any other questions, please, by all means, let me know. Yes, Robin, the iPad Pro is still good because you can use apps like this here. And you can use AstroPad within PC as well. So you don't have to have a Mac in order to use AstroPad. Thanks, Garrett. Glad you were able to join us. I hope one day I can actually. I've talked to people on the Adobe Photoshop team, the mobile app team, and everything. The people I really would love to talk to is the Adobe Illustrator team, by far. So Thomas, I'm gonna always say that you should go bigger than the 10.5 inch. I think that honestly, to me, the 12.9 actually seems kind of small. I think that it's no matter what, it's going to be the better investment of the two, simply because of the fact that you have so much more drawing area than with the 10.5. Because you also have to think about this, like it feels a lot more like a sketchbook when you like have it sitting on your lap and you're drawing. It feels more like a sketchbook than it does an iPad or a computer. Um, I believe there is Joseph. I believe there is something called Dual or Duet or something like that that you can try, and it basically will turn your iPad into a second monitor. I when I tried to use it in the past, I always found it difficult. I do know that AstroPad has their new like hardware that's coming out called Luna. I have two of them coming for my pre-orders. I know that those will be coming out hopefully in the next like couple of months. And I think that they will definitely um, be perfect for stuff like that, to where you don't have to actually use the actual app anymore. Yeah, Garrett, and the good thing is that these live streams are always recorded too. Um, so there's always opportunities to catch them later. Great questions, by the way, guys. Come on. So, Robin, I'm guessing what you're asking is you're asking if the lines are strokes. They're not strokes. They're vector shapes. So you can still edit them. You can still edit anchor points and things like that. But they don't come open as strokes, unfortunately. It's something I have talked to the mobile app team about, that I would love to see. And I don't know if it is going to be something that will come out in the future, but who knows? It might. You never know. It could happen. Trust me, though, is I really wish that would be something that could work. Thanks, Thomas. Normally, I don't have this door open. Um, I was like, you know what? It's a beautiful day outside. Let me have it open. Bailey here actually loves walking out there and everything. So I was like, yeah, we'll have it open for him. It's his birthday. I will try to see if I can't get some sort of like music or something playing in the future, because I know like it is a little bit boring to just sometimes like hear me talking or just watching me, and so I feel like music might be something that might make it a little bit more interesting. So has everyone been having fun during the live stream today? Hopefully you guys have. I'm going to say that there's time for one more question. If someone has a good question they would like to ask. No problem, Robin. Always happy to help everybody out. So, Joseph, I have tried Procreate. I tried it back when it first came out. I'm not a fan of it. I haven't used it ever since its first rendition, so I have no idea how it stacks up anymore. I just stick to Adobe because everything I create is in Adobe, and so everything can easily be opened up and paired with things. I don't find any reason to use Procreate for myself because, for instance, with Adobe Photoshop Sketch, I simply use that for my sketching. I don't use any of it for anything other than that. So I don't see any reason for me to use Sketch. Okay, so she's looking pretty good. All right, so I'm gonna say that let's jump to my webcam. All right, everybody. So I hope you guys have had a lot of fun. It's we've been live for over an hour and a half, and I want to thank everybody who tuned in for my seventh live stream Friday. This was a lot of fun for me, and I hope it was a lot of fun for you guys as well. Um, I'm hoping that this is going to continue to be a regular thing. The only time in the near future I probably won't be able to do it is during Creative South. I believe that will be the 13th of April is probably the only day I might not be able to do it. Or if I do it, it'll just be via mobile and me talking about the actual conference itself. So I really hope that you guys enjoy today's live stream. You guys enjoyed watching me work, asking me questions and everything like that. I will be going live again on Instagram Live probably around 2 p.m. today, 2 p.m. Pacific time. So in about an hour and a half or so. And if you guys want to tune into that, please do. Please ask questions. I see one quick one came in. So Julia asks how Adobe discovered me. It actually they didn't so much discover me. Someone actually, a friend of mine who I used to work with, actually reached out to them and showed them one of my YouTube videos. And that YouTube video led to me being on the live stream for the first time, and it's now led to me being on there 3 times total. So a lot more stuff. And there, I'm going to probably be on even more because we actually are working on a project together soon. So that's going to be really cool. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for all you guys for tuning in, for asking questions, for talking, for making this as fun as it was. Hopefully it was as fun for you guys as it was for me. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope that I will see a lot of you guys at Creative South this year. Who knows, maybe one of you guys who are either watching this live or watching this recorded are one of the runner-ups and might even get a chance to go. But as always, I want to leave you guys with the same 3 things that I always tell you, which is stay passionate. Stay passionate about all the things that you're doing, all the things that you want to do, the things that you create and everything like that. Remember to stay positive no matter what, even when you are feeling down about your work or discouraged. Stay positive. Stay positive when you have, that jerk boss who's like, oh, I don't want you to be doodling or doing this or doing that. You need to be doing this. Or, oh, you shouldn't do freelance work. It's a waste of your time. Stay positive. Those people are wrong. And as always, stay creative. Be creative, not just in the sense of creating things, creating illustrations or drawings or designs, but stay creative in how you approach those the first 2. Be creative about how you can stay passionate about your work. Be creative about how you can stay positive with things and all the things that you tackle in your day-to-day. I really hope that, when hearing that from me, it really helps you guys out. It helps me out, and I hope it helps you guys as well. And again, I will be doing this again next week. I will be going live. I will be talking more about my show that is going to be happening next week as well. But I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. And if you guys are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, or you guys don't follow me on social media, please definitely do so. Please subscribe. Please like. Please comment. Please follow me on Instagram, on Twitter, on all these different social platforms. And I'll see you guys next week. Have a great weekend, guys. Stay passionate, positive, and creative. And I will see you later. Bye.